My name is Wayne Waldron, and this is my wife, Mary. We have a farm in Ferris Township, Macomb County, Stanton, Michigan. We raise mainly corn, soybeans, dry edible beans are one of our big crops. Wheat, hay, some oats, feed about 100 head of cattle.
We farm with our son. Our son's in the farming, and we have a daughter that works at a bank, manager of a bank, but her heart's in the farm. I'm pretty proud of it.
Yeah, very proud of it.
The heritage that's behind the farm.
And we're fourth generation. Great grandpa, when he come here with 10 kids and only have 2 acres of the 160s cleared. And it's just amazing to think they made a journey like that. And my grandfather, he was only 1 year old at the time. My father, he farmed there all his life, and we had dairy cows. And then in the 60s, he raised pickles for probably 5 years. We had pickles.
We were married in 73, and we have 2 children and 4 grandchildren and 2 great-grandchildren.
We was sweethearts at school, and we've been married 48 years almost.
And when we got married, I joined right in the farm and helped do chores and tractor work and all the things that come along with the farm life, and I loved it. And just being with Wayne every day.
Every day. Every day she was always at my side. She would, anything had to be done, she would do the best to do it.
And this farm has always had hands-on women. I think that's one of the things that's made this farm so successful.
Keith and I met through a friend I went to college with.
A friend of mine called me and said she's got somebody up there I need to meet, and I met Heather, and she's been around ever since. We have 2 boys, Zach and Garrett. They are 17 and 14.
Zach and Garrett spent their time with me in the tractor when they were growing up. They did that through the years, and now they've grown into young men with 100% interest in the farm.
I like running all the equipment and being involved with it every day.
Yeah, I enjoy learning how to do new things on the farm.
They started farming when they were young, and they've had their own fields and their own crops, their own disasters, their own good things, and they've gradually been expanding their acreage too.
Started putting pivots in 1980. We put our first center pivot in, and we got like, I don't know, maybe 30 of them now, or 30 some of them probably. We concentrate heavy on trying to expand more ground under irrigation. It's because our ground's so marginal and light. I mean, you know, I had a guy laugh one time. I bought a piece of ground in 75, and he said, "I heard you bought another sandhill." Well, we turned the sandhill into money. But...
And kind of the fun part of irrigation is watching the crops respond to that water. You know, they're out there rolling up and shriveling up, and you put the water on, and they just all turn real pretty and lush, and that's a real reward
yes.
on the irrigation.
I guess we've always been conservation minded. You know, we try to do what's best for the ground. You know, a lot of people are into cover crops. You know, but my grandfather was actually into cover crops when my dad was around. I mean, we had cover crops, stuff like that forever. Anything we can see to improve something, we do it. We went to strip till on our corn and stuff. So really the only time our ground gets worked up much is for kidney beans and cranberry beans. And so the ground's more mellow, nicer. We have less problems with root disease and disease in general. So our yields have ultimately increased.
But I've been on the Farm Service Agency County Committee for 23 of the last 25 years.
Keith and I have been involved with Farm Bureau. In years past, I was chair of the Young Farmer Committee for Macomb County. I was also a state Young Farmer chair representing our district. And through the years, I've also been involved in some Girl Scouting activities.
The reason I decided to nominate Waldron Farms is because I think they're just a model of a partnership. There's not one thing that I can think of that's probably ever been decided on that farm that wasn't a joint, true partnership type decisions. And to me, that's what makes them unique. And it was easy to nominate.
I feel honored to be chosen for Master Farmer. You know, it means a lot to us.
I think you really need to have your heart into the farming, not just be there as a boss and have somebody else doing the work.
And obviously, you must have did something that people thought you was decent at. And there's a lot of other people out there every bit as good or better.
We're working to keep this farm going, and to see these 2 grandsons coming up. That's the pride.
Very proud of our family.
And I've always learned to take things all the way as far as you can and do the best you can at everything.
You know, I found out the harder I work, the luckier I get. You got to have your mindset that you're not scared to work long hours. If it needs to be done, you gotta go at it.